Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Geddes Federal Savings and Loan and Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You found your little golden nugget of talk radio here on the weekend. Happy New Year to everybody. It's Tom and Steve from Zoey Advertising, broadcasting from the Zoey Advertising studio, sponsored by Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts and Geddes Federal Savings and Loan. We're also on YouTube, so you can look us up on YouTube and see all the videos that we put out from Zoey Advertising, including these segments.
Tom, did you get your favorite gift for Christmas? Did you get something where you screamed with glee and happiness?
No, not really. No. I'm not into material gifts. I just want health, and I don't get that, so I'm not happy with anything.
I got socks.
That's good.
Which excites. So being me, it's the rotation of every 6 months.
Yes.
The socks get chucked because they're all odd and weird, and there's and it's a happy day for me because in the morning when you wake up, you're not having to match anything. Because they're all black.
You can throw away the old ones.
Throw away the old ones.
Yeah.
So there's great joy, and it sounds ridiculous, but it's
that's good.
Morning.
I did get a table. I got a extendable table that is electric.
Oh, that's one
so
of your.
I can, in the studio, I can go
you're
up and down.
Gadget guy.
So I like that. Except I have to put it together.
Yeah, well, you see, you can. I would get you to put it together, but
I'll get that done around June. I think so.
So my wife got me the cologne she likes. For me, because she has a certain smell she likes, and so that was nice and simple stuff.
I'd like to not smell you.
Well, I'm sorry.
For a change.
I'm going to smell like Polo, Tom.
Ooh, Polo, that's nice.
Polo and fresh coffee.
Very nice. You want to talk about Geddes Federal Savings and Loan a little bit?
Sure.
We do have Brian coming on.
Yeah, Brian. Well, I'm sure I'll project. He's probably going to talk about, hey, if you want to park some money somewhere and get a good rate of return, guaranteed, that's what's happening at Geddes. People are maybe a little creeped out by the market, and they want to get a certificate of deposit or a money market.
Right.
They're here, and you can walk right in and sign the money to them. You're not going online and all these kind of crazy things. And was speaking with them last week. Their clients are really loyal. It's amazing. Their people really trust them, and maybe 1 week it goes up by a decibel, somewhere else. People like to keep their money where they know it, where it's safe, and they're doing that at Geddes. So if you are thinking, hey, beginning of the year, let's put some money into a CD or a money market, get it at Geddes. Geddes Federal SavingsandLoan.com, Tom.
Very nice. Another entrepreneur and local person is Dave Schneckenburger. He's the president of Thompson & Johnson Equipment, and we say good morning to him. How are you?
Good morning and Happy New Year.
Yeah, it's good to see you again, buddy.
Great being here. Thank you.
Yeah. So you're a local company. How'd you get involved with this Thompson & Johnson?
Is it true you married up?
I married up, absolutely. I married my best friend. It was great.
Nice.
I went to college with a girl that we ended up dating after college, and decided to, her father made me an offer I couldn't refuse. And I went to work for him, and it's been a great 40-plus year run.
Wow,
so it's fun being in this business, and it's fun being in Central New York.
Yeah. Well, it's good to have you in Central New York. Like I was saying earlier, if we could just have more companies that maybe purport to have a global reach, but however can service people here locally, that would be awesome, like the old days. Because, it's very discouraging to hear people say, oh, we can't get you that. You got to order. It's going to take, 3 weeks to get here and this and that. So what does Thompson & Johnson Equipment actually do?
So our primary business is sales and service of forklift trucks.
Okay.
And our newest venture is the dock and door business. So if you're in a warehouse, every dock has a dock leveler to get a forklift truck from the dock floor to a trailer. Of course, a door seals. So it's a market that we see as a underserved market at this point, that we're having some great success in breaking into it.
What did people do before you did that? Or did they just make it up? Was it how did they solve that problem?
Well, there are other companies that are in that business. I think we've taken our success on the forklift side, where customers have come to trust us and know that we're going to be there in a timely manner and take care of the problems. We're just extending that philosophy to the dock and door business. and it's been very successful so far.
Is that because a forklift goes through a door, and I mean it's the space you're in?
It should go through the door opening, not the door. Yes.
Well, does anybody go through the door?
They do that occasionally.
Okay, yeah. If I was driving it, Tom.
Those are the 3 a.m. calls we like getting.
Tell us a litlittle bit about the forklift business and what makes you unique in that space. Like, are they electric? Are they gas powered? What are forklifts all about, and who uses them?
Everybody uses forklift trucks, basically, whether it's using a manual pallet truck to move kitchen equipment,
right,
to a Walmart distribution center that may have 250 forklift trucks that are going to be shipping everything to the stores or FedEx to your house.
Propane, electric, what are we running on these days?
Our industry is about 75% electric, pushing 80% electric. So although in the auto industry, electric vehicles are alternative fuel, that's our standard fuel. We use traditional lead acid batteries and up through lithium ion batteries.
Why electric versus propane?
In some products, especially for distribution, there isn't room for an engine and transmission.
Oh.
In other products, there is a savings, even though they cost more up front. There is a savings on maintenance. There's a savings on fuel, certainly. So it's an economic decision.
I imagine that in your position, you have to be somewhat of a visionary. Where do you see the industry going? Do you see autonomous forklifts happening where they're just kind of like running the floor by themselves without operators?
We have that now. We already do. There are some local companies that are using automatic guided vehicles, and that will continue to grow. We have products that are semi-automatic that an operator can utilize the forklift truck, and then in a manual mode, and then when they want, put an automatic mode for perhaps just delivering product 100 yards down the floor someplace.
So it's like, is it like on a track or is it GPS? How does the thing know where to go?
Some are wire guided. Some use drawing a blank.
Yeah, well, the GPS type stuff,
Correct.
right? The coordinates.
Yep.
Just like you do with the drone, Steve.
Right.
That kind of thing.
Right, but I'm thinking a
Probably
forklift.
program
Carrying
it
this
in.
big I don't know. It seems a little like yikes, but
they have the intelligence to learn their surroundings.
Wow.
And they also have the ability to detect pedestrians, and know the difference between a person and a building column.
I would imagine if a Roomba can do that, then a highly sophisticated thing.
That's true.
yeah.
That'd
So,
be true.
are you looking for people? You mentioned people.
We are always looking for good technicians.
Yeah.
We've been able to hire 5 in the last couple of months, which have been great.
So 5 technicians theoretically left other companies to work for you. Why would they do that?
I would say our culture. We have a really good culture that revolves around the business family. As we tell our employees, you all work for your family. That's your number one loyalty. But we have a business family. We try to take care of people. We're a small enough company that if someone has a problem, we maybe can do things that a larger company couldn't do to help them get through a tough time.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Where are you located?
We're on Fly Road in East Syracuse.
Okay, you've been in that building for a while now, if I recall.
We've been there 50 years. So
Okay,
been a while, you're right.
But you're in some other towns too, right?
We're also in Elmira, Binghamton, and Albany.
So how many employees total?
At this point, a little over 150. Almost 80 are technicians, mechanics.
Yeah.
So it's very much a service business for us.
And can you get a hold of product pretty decently?
Supply chain issues are still killing us. Lead times are horrid. Lead times used to be 3, 4, 5 months, and now the best we have is maybe 6, 7 months, and the worst is pushing 3 years.
Wow.
Do you see it getting better as we get into the new year here?
Demand has not slowed down. Demand is up over 50% in the last 3 years, and manufacturers just can't ramp up to that kind of production, on top of then having supply chain issues and their own personnel issues.
ThompsonandJohnson.com. Folks want to check it out. That's the place, right?
That's it. Thank you.
All right. Dave Schneckenburger right there. You have a great rest of the day.
Thanks so much.
All right. Coming up next, we're going to talk with Joe Scrippa. He's the owner of the Scrippa Group. Real Estate Talk next on The Local Show on 570 WSYR.